This is not a video I thought I'd ever make, but I mean, I need to do this, so the best way to get me to do it is to make a video of it. Which is, I need to clean and organize my bookcase, because it's just like, I never do it. Like, I'll be honest, I do like a little dust here and there, but doing this once in a while isn't really gonna do a whole lot. But I also need to organize it, because right now, like, series are put together, but like I have like books that are read mixed in with books that aren't read, but then there's no real like category with them. So I kind of want to, I'll be honest, I could fill a whole shelf of unread books. Like I still need to read, wait, I can kind of point this. I still need to read Any Way the Wind Blows, Iron Widow, The Merciless. I bought this forever ago. I have never read it. Like, and by forever I mean like 2019. It's 2024, almost 2025, and I have not read this yet. What the fuck? The security tag is still in the book. That's funny. But yeah, I bought this forever ago, literally because the cover was pink, and I wanted like a thriller. Unfortunately, the lower portion of the book did get damaged at one point from moving, but I need to read this. It's just a thriller to my knowledge. And then, oh, hello, can I get you in here? And then, not even exaggerating, like 70% of the shelf has to be read. Like, what have I read on here? I've read these. I've read these, and I've read this. So here's what I haven't read on the shelf. Okay, but of the shelf that no needs to be read, I do have some I have read. I have the What If It's Us series. I can show that off here somehow, which is, you know, it's young queer fiction. I don't tend to read this kind of stuff, but I kind of wanted something that wasn't magical or fantasy for once. It's pretty, honestly, I didn't mind it. A lot of the people online said like the characters weren't really fleshed out and they were kind of like annoying for their age and whatnot, which I get it. You know, it's young adult, so it's obviously about teenagers most of the time. I didn't mind it. I also don't mind the characters aren't fully fleshed out in a book like this, or rather a series, because there's, What If It's Us, and then Here's to Us. People walking past my window is so awkward. So awkward. Anyways, I didn't mind the characters not being fully fleshed out. I still got pulled into it because, like, ultimately based off the titles and the premise, you kind of can tell what's going to happen. So, and as a student driver, like, I love them in the first floor because I have, like, essentially no steps, but I hate that people just come by and just stare into my window. Because they're nosy. I do it too. But yeah, I didn't mind this. It's honestly a good series. So if you want just, like, an easy read, this. Although I will recommend this series, which, I'll throw this up here for you, which is A Magic Steeped in Poison, and then A Venom Dark and Sweet. Super, super good series. Again, it is UA, but I mean, it gets kind of dark. You do learn like some tea culture and just a different use of magic. So magic that's kind of like brewed, so to speak, rather than just like casted out. I did have trouble getting into it originally because I'm one of those readers where I can be excited about a book, but until I get about halfway, I can't get fully into reading it super quick, which actually happened with this too. Is that until I got about halfway, which this is like a little over 400 pages, I think. Yeah, it's a little over 400. Until I got about to like 200, I can't. Once I get halfway, then I'm like, ooh, now it's getting good. Like the plot really is happening, hopefully. So, do recommend. Very good. All right, we need to take everything off because I need to like clean, obviously. Oh my god. Also from the same was it Adam Silvera? I'm so bad with names, I'm so sorry. But the second name on there. He also has some other books he wrote, which is They both die at the end, and then the first to die at the end. Like, this is the first book that came out in this particular series. Then there was a prequel. And then I believe there's a sequel coming out. So, because, like, this comes first, and then this gives you a bit more of what's going on. I don't know. And also, this is another one that, like, everyone said that these characters weren't really fleshed out. There wasn't really much plot. It makes no sense. And you know what? Good. I don't want it to make sense. I love books that are nonsensical. And I could sit there and be like, how the frick did this get published? So, and also a similar vein to, like, the chapters are kind of set up same here, where it's, like, a certain perspective in each chapter. I do enjoy books where it shifts character perspective, like, each character narrates their own chapter when they're interacting with the audience. I do like that, or the reader. But yeah, so do need to read those. I'll probably read this one first and then this one, but I don't know. This is the prequel, so I'm like, do I read this one first? The internet says you can read it in either order, so I think I might just read this one first. But it's like, I don't know, less to more. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, I can't put everything here. Oh god, I've had these for a while too. The Magicians. Had those for a while. Like, I've watched the show, and obviously the show is so much different. The first season takes from, like, I think, like, the majority of the books, and then, because, like, it speeds through them at that point. So I do need to read these. I wanted hardcover, but I ended up buying paperback because it was infinitely cheaper. Because when I bought this, I think the hardcover was, like, almost $75 for all three, and this was, like, $20. Because it was on sale on, like, everything. Because I bought these right as the show was ending, so good times. Okay, but I do need to read these, because I've been told that it gets very spicy in the actual books, which makes sense, because you can do so much more in a book than you can in a show. Also, I've had Wicked since high school, and I have not read it. I got to page... I think I got through, like, pretty much just the prologue? No. Munchkinlanders... I'm trying to think, how far did I get in here? Actually, I think that's it. I got to page 15, because I remember The Birth of a Witch. I stopped there. I couldn't get into it, and I don't know why. But I do want to get back into this. I want to try reading it. I need to do it. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, oh my god! Oh my god! I'm one of those people. Oh, I damaged the book a little. Oh well. It happens. I'm one of those people where it's like, if I buy a book, I need to read it. I need to do it. Alright, I'm gonna empty off this shelf, and then we'll get to it, because I gotta, like, empty everything, so... Be right back. Okay, I am back. I went to put some food in the oven after I, like, wiped this down. And I had some thoughts. So I have, like, a bunch of books. Like, all the books I need to read. And, like, I know what books I haven't read. So kind of choose how I want to organize it. Because originally I was thinking maybe, like, TBR shelf, red shelf. And I can, as I get more books, I can move downward. Because, like, this is a built-in bookcase. So, like, I can, like, this is, like, actual, like, thick pieces of wood. So I can, like, it can hold a lot. It's all, like, stapled into the wall and stuff, and it's framed in, so, like, they're not gonna start bowing or anything. Unless you put, like, I don't know, 1,000 pounds on them or something. So my thought is maybe just organize them into categories then. Like, when I was pulling them off the shelf, I started putting things together, like, the queer books. I put, like, my Buffy stuff together. I have, like, all these Buffy books. So I have the 4 books from the Buffy universe that 2 different authors wrote. I believe this is, like, the library edition or the first part of season 8. I bought this like at a Bull Moose. Ugh. And I never was able to find any other versions of it. Like, you can find them online, but they're like super expensive. But yeah, this is volume 1. And hardcover. I believe, yeah, this was supposed to be $30. I spent, I think, like $20 because it was like, you know, in print when I got this. Why is this definitely now fighting me to go on? Ugh, dust cover. So I think I'm gonna put her up here. I'm gonna like kind of just do that, I guess. She doesn't fit all the way, but I can like kind of use her to anchor. And I still have to read the Buffy books. I have not read these yet. I think I'm most interested actually in just the single book, The Slayer from Kristen White. But Blake's book I mentioned too. So we'll see how that goes. And yes, I am the kind of person that I will buy a whole ass series without having even read the first book. Because I'm just like, you know what? If I'm buying, I'm gonna read it. If I'm buying, I'm gonna read it. I do have one outlier though for my books, is that I bought the paperback for Carry On back in 2019 before I knew it was like a whole series. And then when I bought the rest of the books, I bought them in hardcover, and then I also rebought the first book in hardcover, so now I have an extra copy. I'm just gonna do it. Because I have this extra one, I'm gonna actually move it into the corner, because like I'm not gonna grab that anytime soon. I guess technically, I also have the ones we burn. This technically has some queer elements in here, so I think I might slap that into that section. To my knowledge, it's only just the one book, so I think I'm gonna slap this into here. Yeah, I don't have any more like very outwardly queer things. And then I can maybe just go into like magic-y stuff. So I can like pop these up here. Oh my god, I also bought a book. This is from like Wattpad books. Which we know, like this I'm pretty sure is trying to emulate the Sarah J. Maas series. Like I'm pretty sure that's what this is supposed to emulate, because it's like of cages and crowns. So obviously like her books you have, you know, Court of Thorns and Roses, and then I bought like the Glass Throne series. So like I'm pretty sure like this is supposed to kind of emulate these things. So I just bought it because it was cheap and I like the cover. This has I think 1 or 2 more books. No, it has, yeah, I think it's like 2 more books. So I need to read that. I do want to see what that's all about. But I have not gone into the SJM world yet. But we'll get there. Just not right now. But to my knowledge, it is very, very smutty, so that should be interesting. I have the first 4 Harry Potter books. I know this is controversial, you know, because the author's a piece of work now. But like I've had these books for over 20 years, so like these are very old. Like just to show you what I mean by old. Again, like it's literally only held on by like this, the actual like inside covering. So they're very old. I'm not gonna get rid of them. These will be staying with me. I do want to see if I can at least buy 5, 6, and 7 like used somewhere, so she doesn't get money, because I'd like to at least have the full book series. But I don't know if that will happen. Like I need a new book 1. Or at least a newer, because, like, I mean, literally it gets ripped. I got this in, like, 2nd grade. Like, the pages are so darkened. Look at that. Oh no, my lighting disappeared. And now it's super blue in here. Well, we'll have to add some brightness to this. What are these? That's, like, magical stuff. So I'm gonna actually have you kind of sit more here. I can fit like one more. Well, maybe this one. Would you fit right here? Oh, perfect. It's probably gonna be the only real problem is I start reading through this in like the series. Like, I bought The City of Bones quite some time ago. Like, I love UA. UA? YA. What the fuck is UA? I love YA because it's... This may sound maybe shady to some authors, but like, I feel like sometimes some YA books have a lot more imagination in them in terms of the ones that are like magic and fantasy type of thing than like non-YA targeted books. The only downside of them is generally like the love triangles are just despicable. But I do think the world building is sometimes a bit more imaginative with these things. I have one book that's kind of an odd out here, which is the Mirror Visitor series. The very first one is A Winter's Promise. This is a book translated from French originally. And it has like I think 4 books in the series. I'm very interested in this, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Almost 500 pages. I literally basically went to the bookstore one day and I just bought like I think almost 10 books. And this is one that I just like grabbed off the shelf because the picture actually grabbed me, the cover and stuff. So I'm kind of interested in this. I think it was translated like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, like this edition is from 2000. No, this. So the original book came out. Was like first publication. So the original book is 2013. The first publication of this apparently was 2018, like in I guess English. This edition is from 2020, but this printing itself is 2023 apparently. Wild times. Okay. Very interested in the series though. Get the Hunger Games. Get these shoved up here. Because now I need to start filling, and then as I get more very clear coded books, I'll probably make a whole shelf of those. But I just need something up here. Here, we'll put Iron Widow. I need to read this. Because I found this author from YouTube when they were just, doing, what was it? I think it was like Chinese influences on Avatar. And then they went into like other series that had like Asian influences on it. And then I bought their book. Like, I pre-ordered this. I haven't read it yet, which is so sad because this book came out, 2022, I think? Was it? I think it was like 2022. Where's your date, girl? 2021. Okay, 2021. So I've been holding on this for like 3 years. And I think the second copy came out, which is Heavenly Tyrant. Very interesting though, because it uses, has, I think, Chinese kind of history mixed into it, so very interesting. But it's also like a modern retelling, it's a bit science fiction-y, that kind of stuff. So I am interested, just haven't gotten to it yet. Oh my god, I forgot about this series. I technically haven't finished this series, which is the Forest of Hands and Teeth series. So you have the Forest... I'm trying. But you have the Forest of Hands and Teeth. And you have the Dead Tossed Waves. Very dusty. And then the Dark and Hollow Places. So this is a story, a generational story actually, of like apocalypse, post-apocalyptic world. So like the main character in the first story is trying to basically escape all that they know. Like they're in a compound essentially trying to stay alive, but they don't like how it's run and they just want to get outside. And then the next 2 books are the next generation from the main character in the first book, which I think is really interesting. It's good. They were originally going to make a movie and then it just never happened because this was back during that craze of like dystopia novels and stuff. But honestly, really good series. Again, YA. But honestly, really good series. I bet I can fit these in here because they're so tiny. Oh, hell yeah, I can. I could fit like one more book in there. Do I have like a smaller book I could fit in there? Okay, that's good. So I have one fantasy book left. And then I have my just regular fiction. Which I know some people when they do a bookshelf, they'll like, you know, lay books like this and you stack them because it gives you more space. And it's like, I'm a weirdo. I want them all standing up because I just like how it looks. But I think as I get more books and I have to make room, yeah, then I'll start like probably stacking things up. But now I need to figure out this. So I'm gonna take a little break, eat some food, and then we will come back to figuring this out. So, be right back. Alright, we are back. I am now very full of chicken nuggets because I made too many by accident. Anyways, we need to figure out what I'm doing with the last few of the books, which is my last remaining like fantasy type book, and then I have my 4 fiction and my 1 nonfiction. But as you see, they're full, so I think I might do something I don't want to do because it's just not my jam. I do have some other stuff down here. Like I need to take all these shelves apart, honestly. I want to display this a bit more prominently. So this is obviously the Pokemon Platinum Guide. I think this came out about 2009? No, it doesn't. When did you come out? You have your date on here. Like this has been around for a hot minute. 2009. Thought so. But it's like it's the only Pokemon guide I still have left because my other 2 Pokemon guides just never survived, which was the Ruby and Sapphire and then Leaf Green and Fire Red. I still even have the poster in here, still intact. I don't know why, this one's just a bit more nostalgic for me. So I still have it. And I'm not gonna lie, I still have not done the Battle Frontier. It's been 15 years, almost 16 years, and I have not done the Battle Frontier on Pokemon Platinum yet. Excuse me. So what I'm thinking is I might move some of this stuff down and then maybe do the thing I don't like doing, which is like put this on its side and put some stuff on top of it. Okay, I don't want to do this. Maybe just like... Oh, that fits so perfectly. And it's awfully satisfying not... Well, my poor nose. But yeah, I do have like a coloring book, and then I have a writer's guide from college. Things. They're probably on edition like 86 by now. So I still have that. Do I want to put it that way and put books over here, or... I didn't think about that. You know what? I can also like put this, I think, here. Maybe the other way around. Because they kind of go together. And then I could put like this on top. It's not that thrilling, let's be realistic, but it's there. Alright, and then I can put maybe these up here with it. Does that look weird? My poor nose is so itchy, it's not even funny. Oh, my DVDs. I do have some physical media. They're mostly, like, anime stuff, but... Like, I do want to display them again. Because why not? And then I can move these as I need to. Like, I have 2 very random Dragon Ball. I have Dragon Ball Z Season 4 and then Dragon Ball GT Season 1. I don't know why. I also have the Slayers. Seasons 1 through 3. A really fun, like, DVD. Like, it's the book. I actually never finished this. Like, I mean, I've seen all of the Slayers, but I never, like, finished this, like, bought this particular set of 3 seasons. And then I have Yu Hakusho. I think this is a lot of people's, like, a lot of millennials. This is kind of what did it for us. This is what got us into that world. It did for me. And especially when it aired on like Cartoon Network, specifically the Toonami, like they allowed some swearing, which is wild to me. Ooh, yeah, these are old though. The DVDs are in good shape though. But yeah, season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do have them. They do exist. Alright. These, yeah. Can you just like... No. Okay, I have to put stuff on you. Hello? Can you just like lean that way for a moment? Alright. I do have Invader Zim. 26 episodes, I think. Yeah, bought this I think in 2010 or something. It's used, apparently. I don't know how much I paid for it. Weird part is, like, the DVDs were in perfect condition, so I'm not sure why it's used, but it, like, work. And then I have 2 other animes. I have Ragnarok the Animation, which is based on the game Ragnarok Online. And then I have Shattered Angels, which is really... choices were made. Choices were made. That's all I'm gonna say. Choices were made. And then that's when I move into, like... I have a couple movies... Actually, more than a couple movies. I got the really terrible Nightmare on Elm Street remake, but I do genuinely like it because it's so bad. I have Lilo and Stitch from when I was a child. Like, this is a really old DVD. Like, this is, like, when the DVD first came out. I got Clue, like, the original Clue. Tim Curry Clue. I have the 2 Power Ranger movies, like, the, like, Zordon continuation, the 90s. Then I have Headcase Season 1 and 2. Because I just genuinely love Headcase. It was such an unserious show from, like, Stars. Yeah, Stars. So I have that. Because I did genuinely like those things. I had these on here originally, and then I took them down because I'm just like, I don't really need them anymore. Because I'm not like using them. And now I kind of need them. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this right here as a way to kind of hold these up. Look how much dust is just like flying. I hate that. Yeah, I think maybe... No, I should probably use the seashells because... pencils. Let me do this. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that better. And these could just go down lower, I guess, for right now. The lower shelf isn't as dirty. I had cleaned that recently. And now my pops can go down there. You can't see this part very well, I'm sure, but it's fine. They're here. They're here, and they exist. Alright. That's fine. Okay. I think that's fine. That also empties this out. Oh, there those are. I bought new Post-it notes like forever ago for books when I like run out of my current ones. And I didn't know where I put them. And now I do. I love that for myself. Now I know where they are. Okay. Oh my god, they have like a color down here. I need to clean my shoe area next. Like we're in like cleaning mode at the moment. Oh no, I forgot this. I forgot this. Can I just... No. That had a spot before. I guess I can put it over here. That's fine. It's fine. A friend made it for me, so I'm like, I want to display it, obviously. Alright, I think this is the final product. So I'll do like a little before and after, and then we're gonna end it, like, yeah. But yeah, so I guess thanks for watching, and see you in the next one, which will probably be a clean with me because it's the easiest way to get me to do deep cleaning. Anyways, see ya.